Hello everyone, welcome back to another day in my life video. My name is Alyssa if you're new here, and hey, so just a little life update. I was actually out of town this past weekend. My family went and stayed at our family friend's house on Lake Michigan on the west side of the state, and it was so much fun. It was so relaxing. We all just love Lake Michigan so much, and it was a fun little beach weekend, although it was kind of too cold to be like actually beachy, but it was so nice and so much fun. It was my dad's birthday, so we celebrated his birthday, and yeah, just great times. So I got home yesterday, and since then I've been feeling honestly super sluggish and tired. It's 12:30. I had a super slow start to the morning, and yesterday I was thinking today was gonna be like a super productive day, kind of get back on top of it, get my life together, and I just woke up and I was not feeling it. So I'm gonna try to get there. I'm going to attempt to get the momentum going and have a productive day, but right now I'm just super tired. I'm a little anxious, and it's just one of those days. But I actually got a new planner called the Productivity Planner. Okay, so one of my favorite podcasts is the Real podcast with Natalie Barbu, and she was interviewing Samantha Fair, I think, Samantha Fair, who is the assistant to the editor-in-chief of Cosmopolitan magazine, and she does a ton of other really cool stuff as well. But she's so organized. Like, that is something that she really values about herself, and she said that this planner is her key to staying organized, and she actually brought this planner to her interview at Cosmo, and she showed them her planner, and she thinks that was like one of the reasons she got the job, because they were so impressed with her planner. So something I really struggle with is knowing how much time something's gonna take. I'm so bad at estimating tasks. So on every page there's a place to write how much time you think it's going to take, and then you fill out little bubbles for 25-minute blocks, which goes along with the Pomodoro method, which I also use, which I talked about in my previous vlog. You write how many you think it's going to take, you fill out the bubbles, and then at the end you write how much time it actually took. And that was what sold me on this planner. I think I absolutely need this because, like I said, I'm just so bad at that. But I'm hoping from using this I'll learn over time. And it's also just a really interesting layout. Like, the way that they prioritize tasks I think is really nice, because instead of just like one giant to-do list, it's like, okay, here's the most important thing and then the next most important things, and so on. So I'm gonna start using this today. I'm super excited, and I will show you guys that. But I think before I do that, I'm going to read for a little bit, because like I said, I have been feeling a little bit anxious, and reading is always grounding to me. And I'm also gonna get another cup of coffee because I'm still waking up even though it's 12:30. Hello, so I'm still outside, but I just filled out this planner and was reading more about it. And something I really like is that in the beginning, it's like it has so many productivity tips and like instructions on how to use it, which I really love. I'm also reading this book, Atomic Habits, which is just so inspirational and motivating. I read that for a little bit, and then I was reading these tips, and I just feel so motivated. So essentially, I filled out this like weekly planner with a bunch of priorities, and then the daily page. Here's a better look at what a blank daily page looks like. It has like a quote, and then you fill out your most important task, secondary tasks, additional tasks, and then at the end of the day you rate yourself. And I think it'll be super nice. I'm like really hoping to stick to this. I'm not the best at like making and keeping habits, but there's this fun thing at the beginning. It's like a commitment. And so the chapter I was just reading in Atomic Habits was talking about how it's super important to keep habits easy and make them as easy and accessible as possible. So down here it says, I will do the following things to ensure that I use the planner every day. And so I said I'm going to keep it with me, like right next to me while I'm working. sleeping, I set a reminder on my phone to make sure I'm using it and then put it on my bed so that I remember to look at it again at night. So hopefully those kind of motivate me and are a good way to make this habit an easy one to build. So I'm feeling a lot less overwhelmed now, and I'm ready to take on the day. My first task of the day is to finish filming my video about styling my bangs. So I'm gonna go do that. Hello, I'm on one of my 5-minute breaks, so I went outside for some fresh air. So I filmed my hair video. My hair is curly now, as you can see. I made a smoothie. My favorite flavor is blueberry cinnamon. Don't ask me why. Actually, you know what? Do ask me why. It's because I love blueberry and cinnamon, and I love ice cream. And one time I went to this super cute ice cream store in Denver, and they had blueberry cinnamon ice cream, and I was just blown away. Like, my mind could not even process my two favorite flavors in ice cream, and it was delicious. And that has been my favorite flavor ever since. So I make a lot of blueberry cinnamon smoothies. This is just a lot of blueberries, some banana, cinnamon, obviously, protein powder, coconut milk, and that's it. Loving the planner. I've been super focused and using the Pomodoro method all day, and my timer is about to go off probably, so I should get back to work. Hello, so it's about 6 p.m. I actually just got back from a walk with my mom, and I'm very grateful. She kind of dragged me out of the house to go on the walk, and I was very focused all day, but I was also definitely losing steam and just feeling really tired and unmotivated. So I'm super glad I went on the walk. I'm feeling much more energized and great. But here's the thing. So theoretically, the first task should be, if this is the only thing you did today, you'd be satisfied. And I did complete that task, but I'm not satisfied. Ooh, this lighting is wacky, sorry about that. But I'm just gonna keep working, and I think ultimately it'll make me feel better. I'm not necessarily the most motivated at the moment, but gotta keep going, and then I will be able to have a relaxing night. Hi guys, it is now 10 p.m. Sorry. No, you know what? I was about to apologize for my acne, but that's not my fault. I don't need to apologize for that. Anyways, it is now 10 p.m. and there's been a little plot twist in my life, because every single time things are going good, they get bad again. Basically, one of my best friends tested positive for coronavirus. I saw her last Wednesday, so like a week from tomorrow, and she got tested earlier that day, the day I saw her, but just got her results back today. I know that probably makes me sound super irresponsible, but she just got tested completely as a precaution. She actually went to urgent care because she thought she had an ear infection, and it turns out it was just like allergies and nasal congestion. So they thought, but the doctors recommended she didn't get a COVID test, and she ended up getting one anyway. This is the third COVID scare I've had in 2 weeks, which again probably makes me sound really irresponsible, but I swear I've been being so careful, and so has my friend who tested positive. She's like one of the most careful people I know, so she has no idea where she could have gotten it. She's totally asymptomatic also. She feels completely fine, but when I found out, I was just planning on stopping this vlog altogether, but as the night has gone on, I'm feeling better and better, and I feel like I just need to share these parts of my life because maybe someone else is going through the same thing, and it's really fucking annoying and terrible, and we're literally living through a pandemic. And you know what? One day I'm probably gonna rewatch this video, think back on this time, and maybe I'll show this to my kids one day. I don't know. Life is just crazy. I have a lot of anxiety about my health. Like, I specifically have health anxiety. So a pandemic is pretty much worst case scenario for me. It's like my biggest nightmare come to life, and we're getting through it. I actually am kind of lucky in the fact that I hadn't had any scares. Like, no one I knew or like saw regularly tested positive. I got tested once in early August just as a precaution because I was very paranoid. But then 2 weeks ago, one of Adam's friends that he had seen tested positive. Last week, one of my friends that I saw on Wednesday, that same day, she tested positive the next morning, but then it turns out it was a false positive. She got 2 more tests, and both of the other rapid tests said negative, and then her lab results also said negative. But then, yeah, this friend who I saw the same night tested positive, and it's just, I'm very frustrated because I feel like life is slowly returning to normal, but now that it is returning to normal is when all this is happening to me. It's like I've barely been seeing anyone. Like, these 4 friends that I was with are like the extent of my social interaction, and Adam, my boyfriend, but like, can I not even see them? Like, I don't know. I'm just so annoyed. Obviously, it's no one's fault, and in some ways, I was saying, like, after the scare last week, I was saying that in some weird, like, backwards ways, this actually kind of cured a little bit of my anxiety, because I definitely worry more so about spreading it and infecting other people than about myself. And actually, like, getting that call from someone else, I just like could not blame her whatsoever. Like, was not mad. There was no amount of like blame or anything in my heart, and so that just helped me realize, like, if I were to get sick, it wouldn't be my fault, and if I were to spread it to other people, it wouldn't be my fault. That's just for me personally. There are people who are being very irresponsible, clearly. Anyway, I'm just ranting now, but I'm just very frustrated that we are in September and this is not over. It's not even close to being over, and every time my life gets better, every time I try to pretend like everything is okay, there is a very big reminder that it's not okay. And my 2020 has just been such a roller coaster. Besides the pandemic, I've also had other stuff going on, and it's just like literally every time things are good, they're not. But I really can't complain. Like, I know that I'm so privileged. Like, I still have so many things going for me. And actually, during the pandemic, I started a gratitude practice. So every morning I write down things that I'm grateful for, and I truly have so much to be grateful for. And like, this year I have grown so much as a person, and like, I in most ways am loving my life now more than ever, which is just so ironic, because in other ways it's like, I don't know, in some ways my life is better than it's ever been, in other ways it's worse than it's ever been. I think a lot of people can relate to that. If you relate to that, let me know in the comments. I don't know, my life has just been so crazy. So after I received that news, I had dinner, and then I was feeling very anxious, like I said, so I just tried to distract myself. I went on TikTok for a while. I have to go get tested first thing tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna wake up early, so I think I'm gonna get to bed kind of soon. Until then, I'm gonna watch Love Island and knit, because that's what's gonna help make me feel better. This day is so weird. This vlog is probably crazy because I went from being like, well, I was tired, but I was like, productivity, I have to be productive today, and like did so much, and now I've just given up. But you know, that's okay. We're living in a pandemic. We're living day by day. We're doing the best we can, just trying to survive every day. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because that's my life. I'm sure other people can relate. Sometimes just life, anxiety, it happens. So all we can do is watch Love Island and knit. I don't know what I'm saying, but thanks for watching.